In this video, I'm going to teach you 9 different ways how to make money on Amazon. You'll learn about the upfront costs and the revenue potential for each business model to determine if it's worth your time. And I just want to say this up front, revenue method number 9 is the best one by far. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell button to be notified when new videos come out. Now, most people think about Amazon strictly as a place to shop online, but in addition to buying products online, you can also make money selling on Amazon as well. And in 2020, Amazon made almost $81 billion in revenue from sales from third-party sellers. Now, because the Amazon marketplace is so large, there's a huge opportunity for anyone looking to start a small side hustle or launch a full-blown e-commerce business. Now, the following 9 business models will be evaluated based on the following criteria, and all ratings are going to be on a scale of 1 to 10. So difficulty to start, how easy is it to get started, revenue potential, how much money can you make, and startup costs, how much does it cost to get started. Now, because there's a wide range of opportunity from affiliate marketing to selling private label products, the 9 ways to make money on Amazon described in this video will be listed in order from lowest to highest in terms of money-making potential. Okay, number 1, Amazon Mechanical Turk. Amazon Mechanical Turk is a crowdsourcing marketplace for small virtual tasks, and you can think of Mechanical Turk like a Postmates or a TaskRabbit for small online jobs. Now, what's nice is that most virtual tasks from Amazon Turk can be performed from the comforts of your living room while watching television or in line at the grocery store. So for example, a typical Amazon Mechanical Turk job might be to fill out a survey or to visit a website. More involved tasks might include transcribing a short audio clip. So here are some examples of Amazon Mechanical Turk postings that you'll find on the platform. Give an opinion on a website, perform a Google search and provide the result, take a survey, enter data from receipts into a spreadsheet, comment on a blog post, write a title or description for an image, write a short review, provide your opinion. Most tasks on Amazon Turk will just take a couple of minutes of your time and do not require your full attention. But the downside is that Amazon Mechanical Turk jobs do not pay that much. But if you're diligent about taking as many jobs as you can probably make roughly $8 to $9 an hour. Now, this might not seem like much money, but remember, most jobs can be done while relaxing and watching television on the couch. So here's what I give in terms of ratings. Difficulty to start, I give it 10 out of 10. After a short sign-up process, you can just start taking jobs right away. Revenue velocity, I give it a rating of 1 out of 10. You'll never make more than $8 to $9 per hour. And then startup costs, I give it a 10 out of 10 because it literally costs nothing to start. Business model number 2 is the Amazon Associates Affiliate Program. Now, Amazon runs one of the largest affiliate programs in the world called Amazon Associates. And by joining the Amazon Associates program, you can learn a cut of every sale that you refer to Amazon. So here's how it works. Once you sign up, Amazon provides you with special links for every product that you want to promote. And if anyone clicks on your link and makes a purchase on Amazon, you earn a small percentage of the entire sale. You don't have to carry inventory. You don't have to manage customer support. The only thing you have to do is send people over to Amazon. Now, while the payouts for the Amazon Associates program is low, you do earn a commission for every single product that a customer buys within 24 hours of clicking on your link. But overall, you do need a lot of traffic to make life-changing money with this money-making method. So in terms of ratings, I give Amazon Associates a difficult rating of 10 out of 10. After a short sign-up process, you can start promoting products right away. Revenue velocity, I give it a 2 out of 10. Because your commission rate is on the order of 4%, it will be difficult to make a lot of money unless you drive mass amounts of traffic. And then startup costs, I give it a 10 out of 10 because it costs nothing to start. Okay, the next business model is Merch by Amazon. Merch by Amazon is a place where you can sell branded products designed by you, which are produced, sold, and shipped by Amazon. Now, if you're a designer or a creative person, you can generate a solid income selling t-shirts, hoodies, and other merchandise through this program. Now, Merch by Amazon is essentially a print-on-demand company, or pod, which is a form of dropshipping. Basically, you design it and Amazon ships it. You don't have to carry any inventory or worry about shipping, and you get to keep the difference between your selling price and Amazon's wholesale price for your product. So for example, my kids started an entrepreneurship t-shirt business using a print-on-demand company similar to Amazon Merch. And if my 11-year-old can start a print-on-demand business, then so can you. Now, the best part about Amazon Merch is that your designs will be listed in the Amazon Marketplace, which attracts billions of eyeballs every year. So if I were to rate this business model, in terms of difficulty to start, I give it an 8 out of 10. After you're approved, you can start uploading your designs right away, and you will likely need to understand how to manipulate images, so there's a small learning curve. Revenue velocity, I give it a 3 out of 10. Print-on-demand margins are typically pretty low, depending on how much you can charge. So for example, my kids make around $8 per t-shirt sold. And then startup costs, I give it a 10 out of 10 because it costs nothing to start. Next business model is Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, or KDP. Amazon Direct Publishing, or KDP, is a program that allows you to publish and sell your own digital books on Amazon. Now, most people have the misconception that books you sell on Amazon must be of a certain length or professionally edited, but you can literally publish short, targeted books for specific topics and make a living doing so without an agent or a publisher. Basically, there are only a few requirements to sell on Amazon KDP. You need to format your book properly using the tools provided by Amazon. You need a book cover, and then you need to write the book. That's it. Once you hit publish, your book will be listed on Amazon. So if I were to rate this business model, difficulty, I give it a 7 out of 10. After you've written your book, there's a short learning curve to format and list your book on Amazon, but it's pretty straightforward. Revenue velocity, I give it a 4 out of 10. Now, depending on pricing, you get to keep up to 70% of the royalties you make from your book. And most successful offers on KDP publish many books over time, which can add up to significant money. But writing great books does take time. And the startup costs, I give it a 9 out of 10. An Amazon KDP business costs nothing to start if you do everything yourself, but you may want to hire an editor or a graphic designer for your book cover. Next business model is dropshipping on Amazon. Amazon dropshipping is an e-commerce business model where you sell physical products on Amazon and your supplier ships your orders to the end customer. You don't have to deal with inventory, shipping, handling, or customer service. Here's how it works. You create a merchant-fulfilled product listing on Amazon and you make a sale. You then notify your supplier and they ship your products directly to the customer on your behalf, and you pocket the difference between the selling price and the wholesale price. Now be careful with this business model because Amazon imposes several rules that you must follow or you risk getting banned. So first off, AliExpress dropshipping and eBay dropshipping is expressly prohibited. Amazon only allows dropshipping from real wholesale distributors. Purchasing products from another online retailer like AliExpress or eBay and having the retailer ship directly to customers is illegal. Now with that in mind, dropshipping on Amazon can be a low-cost method of selling on Amazon because you don't have to worry about inventory. However, dropshipping traditionally carries very low margins, on the order of 10 to 30%, so you have to make a lot of sales to make significant money with this business model. So if I were to rate Amazon dropshipping, I give it a 7 out of 10 in terms of difficulty. Finding reliable dropship wholesalers is probably the hardest part. And once you find a great supplier though, the rest is straightforward. In terms of revenue velocity, I give it a 4 out of 10. Because dropship margins are so low, on the order of 10 to 30%, it can be extremely difficult to make a decent profit once Amazon takes their 15% cut of the sale. But in terms of startup costs, I give it a 9 out of 10 because an Amazon dropshipping business costs very little money to start because there's no inventory. Okay, moving right along. Amazon retail arbitrage and online arbitrage. Now, retail arbitrage is the act of buying inexpensive or clearance products from a retail or online store and then selling them for a higher price on Amazon. Here's how it works. You purchase products from a retail or online store from the clearance section at very low prices. You then list the item on Amazon at a significant markup, and when your product sells, you just keep the profit. Now, when I was in college, I used retail arbitrage to make some quick spending cash by buying clearance computer equipment from Craigslist and then selling them on eBay and Amazon. Now, what's great about retail arbitrage is that it requires very little upfront cost to begin, and it's a low-risk way to sell physical products online. Your main upfront cost is the price of your goods. Now, I've actually interviewed several successful entrepreneurs who make money with retail arbitrage, but the revenue potential tops out at around 6 figures because of the labor involved in shopping for goods. The only way you can scale this business model is to hire a team of shoppers to buy your merchandise. So if I were to rate this business model, I'd give it a 7 out of 10 in terms of difficulty. Finding great deals to sell on Amazon is the hard part. But if you got the right products, getting set up on Amazon is relatively straightforward. In terms of revenue velocity, I give it a 4 out of 10. Because you must physically go shopping to find products to sell, your revenue velocity is limited by your shopping time. And in terms of startup costs, I give it an 8 out of 10. Retail arbitrage costs as much as you are willing to spend on inventory. All right, we got 2 business models left. The next one is selling wholesale on Amazon. Now, selling wholesale on Amazon involves purchasing bulk quantities of products made by other companies for sale using Amazon FBA. So for example, if I want to sell Legos on Amazon, I would reach out to Legos distributors and ask to purchase them in bulk at wholesale prices, and then I would list these products on Amazon to sell at a profit. Now overall, selling wholesale products on Amazon is extremely difficult because it's so competitive. Because you're selling other people's products, your only differentiation is price, which can quickly spiral to the bottom. Now, successful wholesale Amazon sellers typically negotiate exclusive rights with their wholesale suppliers to sell on Amazon. And according to Jungle Scout, 61% of wholesale sellers on Amazon make at least $5,000 a month, which is pretty good. Now, if I were to rate this business model in terms of difficulty to start, I give it a 5 out of 10. Finding great wholesale suppliers to work with is the hardest part. In terms of revenue velocity, I give it a 6 out of 10. The more you're willing to spend on inventory, the lower your prices and the higher your revenue velocity. However, due to the competitive nature of selling other people's products on Amazon, your margins will eventually erode as more sellers sell the exact same products as you do. And in terms of startup costs, I give it a 5 out of 10. You got to purchase the inventory in bulk to make the numbers work out in terms of profitability. And finally, the best, most lucrative Amazon business model is to sell private label products. Selling private label products on Amazon is by far the best way to make money, but it also carries the highest upfront cost. Now, what is private label? Private label is a product sourcing model where you place your own brand or label on a product that you sell. And typically, you'll work with a factory to fabricate your product, including the packaging and labeling with your brand collateral. Now, because you're selling your own branded products, you have full control over every aspect of your business. You can set pricing and define your product features however you want, and no one else can sell the exact same product. So as a result, your margins for private label are typically above 66%, which allows you to pocket the majority of the revenue that you make. And in general, the bulk of the students in my Create a Profitable Online Store course make their money selling their own branded products. Meanwhile, my 7-figure e-commerce business over at Bumblebee Linens sells private label handkerchiefs on Amazon, which commands up to 90% margins. Now, the only downside to private label is that it costs more to begin, and depending on exactly what you want to sell, the cost to sell private label on Amazon will run you around $2,000 to $3,000. Now, if I were to rate Amazon private label as a business, in terms of difficulty to start, I give it a 4 out of 10. Finding factories to work with and creating your first product can take several months. In addition, you may have to import your goods from China to get the best pricing possible. So overall, expect the process to take at least 3 months before you start selling. Now, in terms of revenue velocity, I give it a 10 out of 10. Because your margins are so high and you own your own brand, selling private label is easily the fastest way to make money on Amazon. And in terms of startup costs, I give it a 3 out of 10. Because you're working with factories, your minimum order quantity will be higher. So expect to spend at least $2,000 to launch your first product. So now that you've heard all the business models, which one should you choose? Well, if you have the money to invest, selling private label products on Amazon will easily be the fastest way to make life-changing money. Now, choosing from the remaining business models will depend on your budget, your talents, and the amount of time you're willing to devote to your side hustle. So for example, if you're a writer, then selling your books on Amazon KDP is a no-brainer. If you're a designer, then selling merch by Amazon might make more sense. If you don't have the time or the money to spend on a side hustle at the moment, it might make sense to sign up for Amazon Mechanical Turk to make a couple of bucks while watching TV. But regardless of what you choose, the general rule of thumb is that the more money and time you're willing to invest in your side hustle, the more money that you will make. And at the lower end of the revenue scale, Amazon Mechanical Turk will net you around $200 to $300 a month on average, whereas a private label business can easily net you 7 figures or more. So figure out what your priorities are and your tolerance for risk, and pick the best business model that makes the most sense based on your personality. Good luck. Hope you enjoyed this video. Now, if you like what you saw, there's actually a lot more where that came from if you subscribe to my channel below. And if you are interested in learning how to sell physical products online, then click over here and take my free 6-day mini course where I'll walk you through everything that you need to know to get started in e-commerce. Thanks for watching.